Good morning, everybody. David here from Inspired Nation, and the subject I wanted to touch on today has very much impacted me a lot, which is the title of the video is Create More, Consume Less. And I found, particularly through transitioning through various careers in my life, it involved learning and getting a lot of information about what I wanted to do before obviously making that choice and making that decision. But I'd probably say over the last decade, the amount of information through technology and the internet has just become vast and in many cases so overwhelming. And we're also being targeted with that information in order to be pushed towards a specific bit of information, a course, an ebook or something. And as a result of that, we're being constantly marketed to. And you'll have come across all the terms that I now help people with, such as like digital detoxes and dopamine detox. And all of these have come about from the fact that our minds and our central nervous system are being bombarded by such vast amounts of information that we almost get into a paralysis. And we find that we end up going down this rabbit hole of constantly consuming, because as soon as you consume one piece of content, you're marketed a similar piece of content, and it just keeps coming, and it becomes very confusing, very overwhelming, and in many cases, it causes you to not do anything at all. It causes you to think that you need more information or you need to understand all of the information before you can make a decision. I certainly felt that myself, where I would look at a particular subject, I would then get another piece of information that I would then try and digest, and then I'd be comparing the two and thinking, well, why is that different and what bits do I need to take from what? And in the end, you don't actually know what to do with it. And the biggest lesson that I've learned through going through that process on a number of times now is to get the information that you need initially and then just take action and go for it. And that is where the create more, consume less comes in, is consume what you need and then flick that switch into creator mode and just go for it and create. And what I've found is if you go all in on creating, you will learn what you need to learn along the way. The lessons will come to you. People might comment or give you a different variation or viewpoint to something that you're creating, and you will develop it over time. And that is the best, most authentic way for you to develop your creative passion. And otherwise, I genuinely feel that what happens is we get completely consumed in consumption to the point where you won't do anything. And that is holding so many people back. It's also becoming very overwhelming and draining on people's mental health. And that's why my advice to anybody is look at what you want to do, set your goal, set your vision, go and learn what you want or need to learn initially to get you started, but then have a cutoff. So get the information, get the basics of the information that you know you could work with, and then run with it. And it's really hard. I'm not saying it's easy. I still have to constantly remind myself and push myself to act like this. But the best form of getting through it is to just take action and get creating. And that creative element is where your value is. You taking that bit of information and running with it and developing with it and getting excited and passionate about it and creating with it is what you're here to bring to the world. Your value, your uniqueness, your authenticity, your version of it, and then your development of that idea. So that's the biggest thing that I have to remind myself of, and I thought I would share it so that more and more people don't get trapped in this overwhelming consumption that the world is constantly marketing to you, and just get a bit of information and go and create. So I hope this helps. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. I'll be sharing a lot more of my personal development journey, and then how I want to share even more through Inspired Nation. So if you like any of the content, if there's anything that interests you, please do subscribe, leave your comments below, and I look forward to speaking to you all on the next video. Goodbye for now.